If you love Love Don't Be Shy by Kilian DNA, then I really think you will love those two beauties. In this video, I will compare them too. So this is Sweet Addict by Okcha, and I had this first, and then I added to my collection Fakhama by MAISON ASRAR, and that came second. And at that time, I didn't even know that this was supposed to be very similar to this one. I was kind of just looking at this bottle, and I saw great reviews about this fragrance, so I just got it. I didn't even know that this one was inspired by Love Don't Be Shy. These fragrances smell similar, but definitely not identical. But this is what you really should know. Original Love Don't Be Shy has 16 notes. Fakhama has only 5 notes. Now they might have a little bit more than 5 notes, but they just say it's gourmand accord, which we don't know necessarily what that gourmand accord is made of. So maybe there is more notes than 5. Sweet Addict by Okcha has 14 notes. Now, Sweet Addict does not have iris, caramel, sugar note, and it does not have coriander. And Love Don't Be Shy have those notes. Sweet Addict has rose note. Fakhama does not have any rose note. Now, Love Don't Be Shy has rose note, and the rose note is at the heart. Sweet Addict has a rose note at the top and also has at the heart as well. So there's a little bit more rose presence than in original Love Don't Be Shy. One of my favorite things about this fragrance is that marshmallow note, because I love marshmallow fragrances. So when you compare those two, they do smell very, very similar. However, there is also a little bit of difference. Sweet Addict has a little bit more of sweetness than Fakhama. Now don't get me wrong, this is sweet, but this is definitely sweeter. And also another thing that I definitely smell so much more with this than I smell with this is that little bit of powdery presence. And I usually do not like powdery fragrances, but this one actually is one of those very, very few powdery fragrances that I love. I do not like extremely sweet fragrances either, but I really enjoy Sweet Addict. I truly, truly enjoy this, and this is also a very beautiful fragrance. So basically, to summarize which one you should choose, you just had to really pay attention. This one does have sweeter presence. This one has rose. This one has more powdery presence. This one has a marshmallow. This one we're not sure. Maybe that marshmallow is included in those gourmand accords. But I can tell you one thing. I've had this longer than this. I feel like this becoming a little bit more beautiful to me personally as it macerates. While this, it's kind of a little bit losing that beauty, if you know what I mean. Now, my husband personally prefers this over this, but I kind of smell more alcohol presence until it kind of fades away, and then when it fades away, I really like it. But initial spray, now when I spray it, definitely has a little bit more alcohol presence than this one. maybe not. But they both have that alcohol presence at the beginning when you spray them, okay? So you just have to give a second and let it rest, and then they just become very, very beautiful fragrance. I'm happy to have them both in my collection because they are very, very beautiful fragrances. But I don't know, I think if I have to choose between those two, I probably still might choose Sweet Addict, just because it was my first love, and I really, really kind of enjoyed that powdery note in this fragrance for some reason. And it's just delicious, and it's like very, like almost addictive, and that's why maybe it's called Sweet Addict. I feel like if you have a sweet tooth, maybe this might be not the best choice for you, because it's really addictive scent. There's something about it, something that you just want to be like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I feel like this one is a little bit lighter, but nevertheless, those are great Love Don't Be Shy inspired fragrances.